everyone. Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Tech Expert channel. Today I'm excited to demonstrate another application built during last weekend. What I built is a bot that automatically posts professional videos to YouTube and Instagram every single day, and also creates this web page with latest updated data so that end user can get to know what's the today's precious metal price such as gold price and silver price both in Indian rupees as well as US dollar. And I built this entire application and it runs automatically every single day with zero cost of maintenance. It is once build and deploy and runs it lifetime as long as the services are up. Okay, with that, let's see what I have today to cover in this session. So I'm going to cover what is the project overview and problem statement and quick demo and the architecture and technologies used and also how it works step by step and key features I implemented in this one and a very high level code walkthrough and also set a process. Cost analysis is very important. How I achieved this at a zero price is important, right? And all challenges I faced and how it is solved and also feature announcement which I'm planning in the upcoming days and then the conclusion. So with that, right, let's get the quickly project overview. What is this project is all about? It's a fully automated system that fetches the real-time gold and silver price every day. It basically fetches from the backend APIs. I'm using, I think, Metal Price API, which is free up to 60 calls, not 60, I think 100 calls per month. So I need at least just one call per day and then generates the professional videos with the price information. Basically, I'm having some templatized video, which is of the 9:16 kind of a shorts video, and then the text what I get from the gold and silver price, I will overlay using the one more third-party service called Cloudinary. I'll come to that in a detail later. And also it posts automatically to both the platforms like YouTube Shorts and as well as the Instagram Reels. And also it updates our a public web page just I showed before this page, right? So this page basically. So this page is up to date and it is fetched and updated every day and people can use the browser also to see the rate. Then it tracks complete history in the database. I'm using the Firebase database and also it basically runs automatically 100% and zero manual intervention. Who are the targeted audience? This is basically designed and developed for the gold and silver investors. They don't get time to go and see every day. Maybe they can see in the reels and YouTube shorts that will trigger them. It shows both India and US prices. And also it is meant for the metal traders and anyone interested in the daily commodity price updates, right? So how long this application has been running? I built it almost from November I started and now it is fully running production and there is no intervention, no zero downtime at this stage. What problem does it solve basically, right? Manual posting is time consuming. You know that every day content creator need to go to the web page and understand the pricing and create a short video and update the pricing and all the posting they need to do both on the both platform, for example YouTube and Instagram, definitely takes an hour time. So we are saving that hour every day, imagine, right? And requires consistent effort, right? Like you cannot just do one day and leave other day. You have to do every day. It's humanly impossible to do things every day consistently, right? Only machine can do that, provided we have the complete system up. Next, the multiple platform needed to attention, right? So you need to go to the YouTube, you need to go to Instagram and also update the different platforms. So a lot of attention is required, right? And also price. Sometimes you need the Indian price and you need the US price. So you don't have to worry about calculation, nothing. You just get everything calculated runtime, right? Solution. Now let's come to the solution. What are the solution we are thinking of, right? Complete automation, very important. This is purely automated system, no intervention required, and runs at exactly 9 a.m. IST daily. So Indian time morning 9 a.m. I think I recently made it to 8 a.m. because I want to just see well before everybody gets their rate update. I want to post my end users that they get well out of the time because usually the gold price updated by US in the previous day itself because of the 12-hour gap. Then smart pricing, so it gets USD value, INR value, and retail markup, right? What is the final value that is going to launch in the current market on that day? and professional content. It has a video with music, trends, and branding so that people can get attracted to see more. And runs entirely on free tires. That's very important. We'll talk about later. Okay, so enough of talking much. Let's go and quickly see the live demo, right? How the web page is looking. So let's go through web page. So this is the web page which will be updated every day with real time. So this is called Precious Metals Tracker, and you can use this link to open and see every day. And if you see Sunday today, while I'm recording December 14th at 8 a.m., it has automatically fetched the data and updated. The gold price is basically today, right? Like 13,521 rupees per gram, and in USD it is $4,299. And the silver price also we can capture. Now that gold and silvers are running crazy, it is very, very important for every individual who are interested in the precious metal must know the rates. And also it shows, if you see the uptrend and downtrend, if it is price increase from the previous date is showing green, and price decrease from the previous date is red, you can decide, okay, today it's fell by 2%, for instance, silver. You can easily go and take a call whether you want to buy or sell. And also, I've just built a very smart trend so people don't have to search so many web pages, just see the trend, how the price is increasing. If you see, the gold has been tremendously increasing from last 1 month, and if you see the silver at the same time, silver is also increasing from the last 1 month. See, this is the silver trend, and also color coding, right? How much it is clear and interactive, and this is the overall percentage variation. And also ensure that I've linked some of the newses. Basically, you don't have to rely on this. You can go to the specific open source sources like Reuters, Bloomberg, CNC. If you just click on this, it basically opens a detailed web page where you can really get insights of the overall gold commodities. See, for example, you don't have to search, it automatically gives the link. That's the beauty of this page. And you can also go from here to YouTube short. Just by clicking, it will take you to the YouTube. So this is the web page. Let's go to the YouTube. Um, this is my YouTube channel where I'm posting every day. But you can see several videos are posted. So if you want to follow, you can use this channel and just follow. I'll be leaving this into the link description so that you can follow. So right, so this is how the video is generated. There's a background theme, and then the date, gold, silver, uptrend, downtrend, everything, right? So this is another one. So this is in English. This is in Hindi. So it has basically four languages. So it just keeps switching and producing the files randomly just right. So something similar to that you will see on the Instagram also. I'll leave the link in my description so that you can go and see. Right, I'm not able to open LinkedIn on the web mouse. Let's quickly look into how the system is built, right? Like what is the architecture all about, and what services involved in this project, and how one can easily replicate this, because I have built for my purpose to just post the gold and silver. You can build this similar system to post any of the real-time articles. Basically, you want to post every day some funny messages or funny images or maybe funny videos or maybe some information, latest news. You can build it for any type of thing which you want to feed daily to the social media with zero cost of maintenance and zero manual intervention. So what is architecture says? This is a very high level architecture. So the first level is basically cloud schedule. So 9 a.m. IST it runs. It basically the Firebase scheduler I have used. So let me show that as well real quick here itself. I think I opened, yeah. If you see, this is a Google GCP platform where I have built a scheduler service which runs at 8 a.m. I think I said no, I've made it to 8 a.m. And this is the application triggers. What happens that once it is triggered at 8 p.m., the Firebase Cloud Firebase Cloud Function will be called. There are five functions are built in this one, so that functions will be basically similar to the AWS Lambdas. In the world of GCP, it is called Cloud Functions, but here in the AWS world we call them Lambdas. No, so like there are five functions are built. So one of the function is the scheduled metal price post. So this will post the message. What it does, it picks the metal price API data, I mean basically metadata from the metal price API. So it's again a free open source API. Up to 100 calls you can make per month. It's just an API. You just need the API key and pass it into your code, and it fetches the, when you call the API through that key, we get the data plain. That's it. and then Firestore caching. So I don't want to fetch this every time the people refreshes the web page or the backend system which generates the video runs, because it might exceed 100 calls. That's the reason I made it caching. I need once in a day, right? I need the gold and silver data once in a day just to post. I know I want to know. It may vary in a day, I know that, but one price per day is sufficient. So that's the reason I'm caching it, so that I don't have to exceed. This is where all things comes into the picture, where you want to save and make cost effective and make it within the free tier, right? Basically, and returns the gold and silver price in the USD and INR. So basically, I'm not fetching two times call. Basically, we have to make two calls to fetch USD and INR, but I'm fetching in USD and translating into the INR. So to save another few bucks or few calls, basically. Now I have a data. I have a templatized video of 20 seconds. Now I both post video. I think it's one-time posting video, and then the text message, whatever I get from the gold and silver API return. I format into a structure how I want to display on the YouTube, just now you saw, and pass it to Cloudinary CDN. So basically what it does, it fetches and it creates an overlay. A backend is a video and text on top of it creates an overlay video and saves it as a temporary URL. I don't have to save every videos, right? It just generates a temporary URL where this video is created. Basically use the regular existing audio video message which I have already uploaded into Cloudinary and overlay with this text message of the overall current price, and then produces a temporary link, and that link will be given back to the code, so that code will download and then upload into these platforms. What is this? Instagram, YouTube, right? With all the texting, coloring, markup, indication, everything. Now that will be posted to YouTube and Instagram. How I am posting? Again, I have established a connection with the YouTube. There is a long process I will cover up in the next video. For Instagram, it's much more longer, but it is simple once you know the cracks of it. So you just need an API keys, and then you need an account, and you need to authenticate that using OAuth 2 model, and then the backend, my service can upload this video their runtime, and also it can fill in, once you have the authentication, you can fill in the title, description, category, whatnot on the YouTube side, and also similarly on the Instagram APIs, right? So then it will store this information in the Firestore database just from the historical data building. For example, if I want to show on the UI this historical trend, I need the data. So what I'm doing, I'm not fetching again one more call. I'm storing my own local Firebase database, which is cheaper, and it will not cost much, because monthly you will have hardly 100 records, right? And saves and post IDs the URLs. Now, let's come back to the what all components are involved in this overall project, right? The first one is a triggering component. Who is triggering? The cloud scheduler. Just now showed, right? There's a cron job runs at 9, and possibly now I made it at 8. So you can reschedule it. Just need to update the schedule information, right? And then the backend, there's the Fire Cloud Functions. As I said, we have multiple functions which will do through Node.js, and the MetalpriceAPI.com. This is the website I'm using, which gives 100 API calls free, and then Cloudinary CDN, which just regenerate the video with overlay of the text, and also social platform APIs, basically YouTube and Instagram. There's a long process. There's a different video I will be posting how to get access. Then I'm using a Firestore for NoSQL just to document and store all the information of what I'm fetching from the APIs. Everything is free. Okay, hosting, Firebase hosting. So I'm the biggest fan of the Firebase hosting, because it's a public web page, can easily be hosted, and it's a free of cost up to certain millions of clicks. So I'm sure that is sufficient for this case. And then caching I'm using just to preserve the daily price cache, so that I don't have to refetch the data if the people refresh the page or if they re-upload the videos, right? The one day one information is sufficient. All right, so now service and technology is used. So what services I'm using and what technology I'm using in this one? Everything is cloud services basically, right? What cloud service I'm using? Firebase functions I'm using, cloud scheduler using, Firestore, and for hosting. These are all MetalpriceAPI, API, Cloudinary, YouTube API, Instagram API. So everything is within the budget if you see the budgeting. Total monthly cost, now it becomes $0, because if you see everything is zero costed, all the services are at zero cost, because I just have a 3 free jobs, 20K wire, everything is within the budget for a given use case. So it's a zero cost. I was telling you, I want to tell the how I achieved with the zero cost. This is how I achieved. Technology is very important, right? Do you need a high-end technology to build this? No. So very basic minimal software engineering technologies are enough, like language, JavaScript, very basic language, JavaScript language, Firebase SDKs just to communicate with the Firebase upload downloads, APIs, just you need to have a REST APIs fundamentals, because there are a lot of APIs. I use MetalPrice, I use Cloudinary, YouTube, everything is API based, pure is API based, and authentication using the OAuth technologies. You don't have to know the technology, you just need to know the process to establish this authentication. Right? So YouTube uses the OAuth, and the Instagram uses the Graph API based token based authentication. So how do I deploy this every time when I make change? I'm using the Firebase CLI, just command line, just build it and deploy it. And I'm using the GitHub to maintain my source code. Let's see how it works step by step. Daily execution flow, right? So I think I've covered this already, how this works. First step is triggers at that specific time. And Cloud Scheduler basically works on the pops up mechanism, right? It posts the topic, and then the topic will be triggering the cloud function. So how something similar to the lambdas, right? So it just triggers the function. When the function triggered, it will also know which function to call. So the first function, which is called is scheduled metal price post. So this function will be executed once we have that topic. So within that function, what it does is basically the first API is to fetch the data will be called. So it go and check whether any cached data is there or not. If not, it will go ahead and call freshly. So this is the URL or API where we'll be going to get the data from the metal price API. And I'm getting both USD, I think USD data here if you see one time, and this is also getting the same thing for the INR. Okay. The return value will be something like this. These are will be stored as string variables just to pass it to the Cloudinary, and then calculation price. I'm just adding some markup because when you get the data from the cloud price, metal price API, it will not be Indian INR rupees. So there will be always Indian market add some markup. So that I've calculated and just added so that it reflects exactly the same value what other portals are publishing, right? Otherwise it looks different. So results look like this. I'm just putting in terms of grams. Then calculated price change. So if there is any change, so I want to just know that yesterday's and today how it is differing, so that I can show uptrend, downtrend, and the color coding. That's why I'm using this color coding just to indicate the way, which way the market is going. Generating the video. This is important. How the coding now the data is fetched from the API and now the markup is ready, and then the videos will be randomly picked which video you want to pick, because I have the four different videos, right? And then it passes to the Cloudinary if you see here, and then the base video and also the markup text. This is a markup text. Based on these two data, the Cloudinary give me the updated video URL, so that will be here. So base video is up to 23 seconds, and then I have also used the 11 labs to generate the audios, because I don't know to talk on my audio, so I just use the very soft pre-built audio so that it is easy to retain, right? Upload the YouTube. So there is the API. If you see, this is the Google expose this google.youtube API version 3.v3, and this is authentication over client. And using this variable, we'll now upload the YouTube what is responded with the Cloudinary, that URL, right? So that video will be directly uploaded to the YouTube. Similarly, if you come down, so the result. So it will also return the result with what is the URL ID and also the complete YouTube link, because you can even post this link, people can access. Posting the Instagrams. Instagram is also having an API, post API with the graph API based link to pass the Instagram user ID. So account for which account you are trying to launch, so that account need to be linked here. Now step 2. So it waits for the completion, because Instagram has seen there's some challenges that you cannot just post and leave. You need to wait until it is process uploaded, so that you get the confirmation, and that's when you can exit. Otherwise, it will throw an error or it will not post to the system. So key features basically, right? Smart price caching is one of the feature we spoke about, and then the dynamic video theme. So it generates every day a different theme, and the color up, down, green, red. Because if it is going up trend, it's green. Going down, red trend. All that it will be taken care of. Error handling is also there. If YouTube video doesn't successfully upload, we can troubleshoot using our cloud logs. Then beautiful public web page. So I'm also keeping web page just to ensure that video is published, not published. I can refresh this web page because I cannot go and check every day, right? So, and also people wanted to use the web page just to browse and see rather than the YouTube and Instagram feeds, right? This is a code walkthrough. I think more or less we have covered the code during the previous steps. So there are a lot of stuff when it comes to getting API, right? How do you get the APIs, API tokens, API keys? That's very important. That will cover much more confidence. And you'll be setting all these parameters in your environment so that you don't have to memorize them. Then the video link looks like this, and then the where you can you verify the scheduler. Overall, the cost analyzer, I think we spoke, it is $0, right? That's very, very important. We not spending any money, and also we are using some special emojis to indicate how the trend is all about, right? A token. So I think on the Instagram, there's one thing to remember: the token expires every 6 days. That's the longest token they have. I think usually they give temporary token, but when you get a long-term token, it will be 6 days. So you need to just ensure you renew that token every 60 days so that you are consistent. So, I mean, your up videos will be uploaded every day. This is only a little challenge because every 60 days you need to renew. I've set up a reminder so that I can schedule update. Otherwise, I'll get to know that if one day failed, I can go and update. But YouTube is not having any such restrictions. We can go ahead and completely deliver. So another challenge is basically like Instagram video processing. It takes 30 to 60 seconds. You cannot exit. You need to ensure that you are waiting until it is completed, right? And that's how I have handled this through this code. Challenge 4. What was another challenge? API quota management. Very important, right? We have only 100 API calls free per month from MetalPrice. So what did we do? We did some kind of a caching so that once in a day only we'll be fetching. We'll not be fetching multiple times just to reduce the API quota. What is the next challenge? Number 5, YouTube auth refresh. So YouTube access token expires every hour. So stores refresh token automatically. So we are just automatically refreshing and keeping it. Though it is expiring every 1 hour, but I have a programmatic way to refresh and store it. Feature enhancements are there, like what are we thinking? Multi-language support right now, which already just added, and more metal prices we can add, like platinum and copper and all, and then the additional platforms also we can post. Now that we have a content, why do we restrict only the YouTube and Instagram? We can even go for Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, anything which gives me open API access, I can go and post. I'm planning that in the next step. Advanced analytics, like the trends, price trend, historical analysis, prediction. You can even integrate AI. That's a key thing here. You can integrate some of the LLM models and predict the price and propose so that people can best utilize the solution, right? And email alerting. Custom alerts, I think we can think of mobile apps. I think it's a far-fetched plan, but right now I don't have anything. And AI integration, which we spoke already. What is the conclusion about this, all of this now, right? Fully automated, precious metal price tracker, which is fully automated. That's very important. And post both YouTube and Instagram. And it's a very beautiful web page also it is building, and complete historical tracking is also there. And smart caching and error handling. It's 100% free to run. And there are a lot of technologies involved, and results you have seen from the quite long time how it is working. What are the key takeaways now? Automation is powerful, right? Set it and forget it. So this is the what today's content creators are required. If they wanted to post something every day, they don't have to sit and do. They don't have to hire anyone. Just rely on the technology. It will do it for you. I request all the content creators reach out to me. I can help you to set up such recurring platforms. You don't have to pay anything. You just need to collaborate with me, and then you are done. And we'll see when the content exceeds beyond the limit, then we can make the charging and all we can discuss. But right now, this is absolutely free for you, absolutely free for me to build also. I may be building it for free because I want to make sure everybody gets benefit out of my technology expertise. um, That's the key takeaway. And then the API make everything possible. You don't have to do error handling is there, documentation is there. You don't have to worry anything, right? So I have posted this all into the Bitbucket as well. GitHub, you can see this is my GitHub link. I will be tagging this into the description. And this is the live demo application, and then the YouTube channel, Instagram channel. So these are the key links you must know to ensure that you are best utilizing this, right? So with that, right, this is my code repository. I will also share the code repository how you can access this and replicate this and then recreate entire thing for your learning purpose. If you are a developer, you can use this code and recreate and redevelop. If you are a content creator, you are looking for such automated content publishing, feel free to reach out to me and just DM me. I will be able to help you guys with zero cost. Bet me, I will help you to post such content with zero cost, no charges, nothing, unless otherwise you exceed and have a special request. These are the basic things which everybody should be utilizing unless we have any special requirement, right? So that's the overall glimpse of my solution, what I built in last couple of weeks, and majorly this weekend, a lot of enhancements, improvements I've done in this one, right? So that's pretty much from today's session. If you guys really like this video, please subscribe, share it with the friends who are really interested to know the technologies and who are really interested to do automation. And also follow for more such interesting details. I'll be covering more detailed videos on how the Instagram API can be accessed in detail and how to access the YouTube APIs in details, and also please subscribe to my Instagram and YouTube channels where you will directly get the feeds of gold and silver prizes. Thank you so much and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.